at 500 or more. So anyway, we'll get back to that conversation.
Well, Peanut Tuitele is going to join us here on the Zoom call. Peanut, great game today. Talk a little bit about your game, and then I know disappointing, another close loss for you guys, but thoughts on this one?
To be honest, I was just feeling really good, and I knew from the start when I was warming up, I was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling loose. I have music that pumps me up, and I wanted to play for my team, and that's where I think pushes me to perform better every day is for them. And it is disappointing losing a close game because it comes down to free throws and layups. So we're going to work on that as soon as we get back in Boulder, because we are capable of beating anyone in the Pac-12. It's just we need to clean up our free throw percentages and finishing at the rim.
So Peanut, you need to bottle whatever that was today, that feeling, and keep it going. Because obviously, you need more than just 2 or 3 double-digit scores, and you're a key part of that. But talk a little bit when about halfway into the third period, as you all started to make your run, and to reel this thing back into a closer mix where you got it to 4 several times. They come down, they hit 5 points in a row. How were you mentally? Because you didn't let it go completely away as you scored the last basket that put you within 2. Talk about how the team reacted to that. What was your perspective?
When I made the layup, I can just feel everyone's energy shift. It's like, because you can just feel tension on the court with such a close game. But as soon as I made that layup, it was just energy shift right away. And it was positive. We were all hyped. And we were like, we can do this, yo. We believe in each other. But, at the end of the day, like I said, it's layups and free throws. But it was really exciting seeing my team excited and up on their feet and hype, because that's who we are as Colorado. We're always positive, and we're hyping each other up and being positive with one another.
They had just 2 more points in the paint than you, so that wasn't remarkable, but it was a physical game.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that physicality and how you have to stay focused, even though maybe you think you're getting the short end of the deal.
Oh, I love it. I love physicality, because I'm an undersized post. So I always want to prove myself through my strength with bigger posts. And so it's my goal every game to stop all post players and have them score below their average. So that's been a personal goal for me. And I think it's helped a lot this year with my defense, because I've seen my stats on defense, and I have given up less points than I've given up last year. So I love physicality. I love the challenge, and I always will step up to it with the post.
Can you talk, then this is the last question for me. Can you talk about the adversity you guys had to go through this weekend? You were supposed to play Friday. You didn't. Supposed to play yesterday. You didn't.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Did it play any role in a slow start for you guys at all today? Or is that just the challenges of being on the road?
I think that's just the challenges of being on the road. We know what this year is going to look like, because we've been through it, and a lot of other Pac-12s are going through it right now with canceling, postponing games. So I just think it's part of the road life. You just got to get loose and play. But unfortunately, the ball didn't roll our way today, but we'll work on our game as soon as we get back in Colorado.
All right, Peanut, we'll see you on Friday here in Colorado as you guys get set to keep rolling through the Pac-12.
More for you. First off, this is at least the second game that I know you could point to the free throw line and say we lost that game because of the free throw line. How frustrating is that? I know JR told us last week you guys have been working a ton on it. For you guys to work so much on that aspect and have it bite you a couple times, how hard is that?
It's frustrating. I'm not going to lie, because all of us shoot 100 free throws a day, and it should translate on the court. But I don't know. It's just so frustrating because we work so hard on it, and we put in extra time outside of practice to make these free throws. But some days some people are gonna make some are gonna miss some. So we as a team collectively should do better on free throws. There's no pointing fingers. It's as a team we need to do better.
Yeah, and then last thing for me, so you can go. I know you were without JR for the last week. This year has been so crazy in a lot of ways, but not having a head coach for a week, how difficult was that for this team, or just weird, or kind of what was the feeling not having her until today?
It was odd, not going to lie, not having all 4 of our coaches at practice, but I think Toriano, Alex, and Chandrika, they all stepped up and like did what they needed to do, knowing that we were missing our head coach. So it was odd, but I think the 3 coaches did a great job of coaching us and doing everything Coach Jay would do if she was here. So.
Well, great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a safe trip back.
Thank you, Brian.